how we can actually resist. So those dances are ancestral dances. They are here healing the planet. I used to make a question for everybody that I talk about those dances is, what about Afro-diasporic people decide not to dance? Would we, as humanity, be able to still live in the planet without us dancing? This choreographic piece is a tribute to this resistance act made of joy, made of hope, made of desire of regeneration. From this point, we know that we are both in poetical layers and political layers. We are crossing a time where the idea of truth and the idea of vibration and the idea of peace is receiving a kind of necessity of being revitalized. And joy is a kind of mystery, and joy is also almost invisible. Joy is when we feel the bumps, when this is joy. Joy is also when we feel deeply alive in this process of thinking about feeling alive and thinking about what is resistance together with joy. I understood that there are some gestures that carry joy. When we do this, joy is here. When we do this, joy is here. When we shake the hips, joy is here. Very connected to the ground, joy is also here. When we allow ourselves to look up, look down, close your eyes, joy is here. When we move the face, joy is here. It's very interesting to cross this portal of choreography from outside, because I feel myself like transmuted into other bodies and other lives. It's a very emotional experience. I am deeply touched by the interpretation of each dancer in the way of how they come with a very vast, a very big repertoire, and how they do the translation. So the piece is a kind of manifesto about respect, peace, love, union, that are messages that comes from those dances. In general, we see, for example, battles, ciphers, or we see those dances being used in the context of popular culture. And what I wanted to realize is to bring those dances to the stage and building a perspective of dramaturgy where we can see love histories, humanity. We can see each one in their own autonomy, and still seeing a sharp draws on the space and what we in general think about choreography, and make those 2 or 3 or 4 or many 8 in infinity cross in many layers. The work was created as a guide, a practical guide of joy in choreographic terms. If the audience wants to take a picture of a gesture, for example, the beginning with the hips, when they go home or if they are on the street dancing, I'm sure that they are going to be feeling this joy that we are talking about. On this lineage that I'm coming from, we are since always dealing with a lot of disciplines. The Black woman is always someone that knows how to do many things. And in my professional path, I'm a researcher, I am a pedagogue, I'm a dancer that used to collaborate with other creatives. I work on image, I work on space, I do installation, I make films, and in this piece that is a choreographic show, I wanted to experiment if those many versions could be aligned and to create something that goes in a very sense, not to be in a sense unique, but the idea of, as Nego Bispo says, the idea of confluence. So like a river, so there is the image come here, the pedagogue come here, and this exercise of conviviality that are part of the traditions that I come from can be here on the stage. I had, of course, collaborators. I would love to say about Christophe CHASSOL at the music, Bia Kaiser at the light, Julien Creuset, Marie Ponce. We are doing this in 2025, but I would love to people in 2125 be able to understand the world that we are living in and how brave and how courageous we need to be to behave in a joyful and respectful way. And as a young Black woman director, I'm freely to be able to guide with a sweet way, saying strong messages. And this is something that is always, in a certain way, a kind of inauguration, because unfortunately we are not that many as we should be. So I know that my challenge is to be excellent. And when we are excellent, sometimes people want you to do not know your value. So when you have this self-love and self-trust, how to just be easily, simply, because it's a right as a live being. So my challenge is to stay alive, my challenge is to respect myself, my challenge is to do a work that will not end in my very presence. I know that the dancers will continue the work. The work is a kind of a formation work. It's not about me, it's not about them, it's more about the times that we live in. And it's about sharing, and in a very individualist society with technologies that are making us be more and more individualist. When I come back to my ancestrality, I need to be very focused, understanding that sharing the best that we have is always the way. This is the challenge. To talk with time, and then I would say to talk with tempo. And tempo for myself, it's this very important divinity that goes backwards and forwards. The only thing that tempo does not is to stop. I love the idea that the piece is not like any other piece, and at the same time it's a piece full of references and relation. that each one that will see the piece will be able, with the own repertory, if the person is a young person, a child, a old person, whatever gender, etc., many social backgrounds, each one will be welcome by Atomic Joy. So this is, it makes me feel the energy of the piece, and this is something that I am starting, and I'm not counting on stopping it.